Hey everyone, it's Kristen and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. So for today's video, we're just jumping into a little tiny container home. So I've actually never done one of these container home conversions on my channel. I have seen them done a billion times before, and I've actually seen a lot of pictures over on Pinterest. If you go to Pinterest and you look at just container home, there's actually some really cool ideas for these. So I've definitely been getting back into doing smaller home builds and kind of missing some family homes. So you guys might see those come up over the next little bit on my channel too. But this, I did want to step out of Realm of Magic for a while just because I really was doing a lot of Realm of Magic builds last week, especially because it was pack release. You guys know I always do so much content that is based on new pack releases. But I really wanted to get in here and play around with something a little bit different for a bit. So I also really wanted to play around with one of the new foundations that we had. And it's just kind of one of those really weird foundations that it kind of looks like metal stilts or something for some kind of staging stilts. They kind of look like metal. And I wanted to play around with that a little bit. So because this is a container home, you guys, I kind of picture it to be movable. So you'll be able to push the back forward and that front little piece, it's kind of you can just scrunch it all back together, put it on back of a truck and drive away. That's kind of what I pictured when I used the stilts. Now, because this is a tiny home, there's actually not that much landscaping. I think the only thing that I ended up adding in was a walkway with some plants, because I do picture this to be a little bit more of a temporary home. So we didn't really do too much out there for that. Now, this was actually not even the build that I had planned for today. I actually have been having a lot of problems with my Sims crashing. Let me know if you guys have had a lot of issues since even the latest patch update, because I'm actually filming the voiceover for this on Friday, and we actually got an emergency patch. It came I believe Realm of Magic was causing a lot of issues that when you were in Create a Sim, and if you went to exit out of Create a Sim, and if your actual character went into some kind of an animation, if they started doing some kind of a pose or just any kind of animation, it actually completely shut down the game. So they did a little bit of an emergency patch, but I've actually been having more problems ever since we did get the new patch update. I've been having more issues now than actually before that happened. So let me know how your guys' games have been running. Maybe it's something in mine. I did go ahead and updated all the mods that I have in my game, so yeah, I have no idea. So one thing that definitely drew me for the interior of inspiration, I've just kind of been wanting to break away from the from the typical builds that I have been doing. So I really just wanted to pull in a lot of the greens, and I'm actually really obsessed with this new tiling of wall that we did get for free in an update. So that's actually the new base game that you guys see out in the main part of the home. And then that divider, I think I might be becoming a little bit obsessed with that one secretly as well, just because this one here, and there is a geometric pattern, and then there is a purple shade. They are so pretty. So one thing that I do wish that I did was actually raise it up a little bit, but yeah, it works. And the bathroom is actually pretty spacious. I do go in and make it a little bit smaller just because this is a teeny tiny home, and I really just wanted to play around with the layout, especially because we have these little bump outs, what I picture to be you can just slide them back and forth when you have to move it. So I did kind of keep within that green, and I was gonna say green and blue. What the world? Green and black color scheme, and it actually went really well because I feel like I have not used that palette in a while, and it just kind of encouraged me to use a bunch of furniture and decor that maybe I overlook a little bit. So definitely have been really bit by the builder's bug. I said that last time, but I don't know if you guys have been here for a while. I know my channel goes back and forth between builds and let's plays and stuff, but I've actually been really getting back into doing builds again. It's kind of how I started my channel, was just building, because I was way too nervous to do a lot of talking and stuff. I don't I was afraid to do like Let's Plays and stuff. So I used to do a lot of like Create a Sims and Build and Buy, like builds and stuff, and I've just been really getting back into that. I think it's because I kind of go in and out of it, and now that I haven't been doing as many builds, there's like so much new stuff in the game to kind of play around with, and I've actually have like this notebook of ideas of things that I want to build, and it's kind of growing, so that is definitely good. I do want to do something. We did get, before Realm of Magic came out, we had an update where we got like a bunch of new windows and like archways and stuff. So I kind of have a home that I want to do specifically to like incorporate some of that stuff. So much stuff that I haven't been able to even like do in builds yet. So we do have today. I am planning to, like I said, kind of start flooding out my channel once again with a lot of these builds. And I've actually been really into using like the darker woods a lot more. I did have an apartment that I did start to do because I was like, I'm going to use, you know, all of the Realm of Magic new counters. And that is kind of where my game just crashed. And I'm actually a little bit annoyed because it was like, basically I was just adding in the clutter. You know, when you just like have your home completely done and then you just go back in to add in the clutter to actually like finish the home. So I didn't even get like screenshots so that I could like duplicate it. I didn't really feel like going through the speed build. So I might attempt to do that build once again, but I'm kind of glad that it happened because I really do like how this little tiny home ended up turning out. So I should mention that you guys will be able to find this in the origin gallery. So you're just going to want to make sure to look up my username, KrystinMyrieXo, and you guys will find this and all of my other builds there as well. So this home inside, I should mention that I really kept it minimal, but I really wanted to make sure that it had like a beautiful like decor in it, even though it was very minimal, because I wanted this to be a functional home. So if your Sims go in, you will see there's like an empty counter, but I did want to make sure that you would still be able to like prepare meals. And then we have like the sink and the fridge that you guys seen kind of tucked away over where that extra little crease was. So this definitely was a struggle for me, you guys. I really kind of kept going back and forth on what kind of like exterior that I wanted to do, and you will see that I actually have a clip taken out because honestly I just kept going back and forth on what I actually wanted to do. I started to kind of like really overdo the exterior, and then I was like, well, that does not match like the whole theme of like the really put together minimal interior. So I did keep it very simple, but there is a walkway that I just kind of like flooded the I think we put like a fence and then like trees along it. And then, yeah, I was like, oh, oops, completely forgot to do that. So this is where I save, and I had to take a minute because I was like, what am I gonna do? Because I didn't want to overdo it. And then I was like, oh wait, we need a mailbox too. So I actually really like this pathway texture. I don't know why I haven't used it more. That's kind of what I have been trying to get myself into doing, is just kind of using a bunch of random items that I always just look over, and it actually can make you pull into like other random items. Like this walkway here, I ended up placing that, and I just like the colors. They pulled in like the browns from the home, and I really like it. You guys are probably gonna see me use that quite often. Yeah. And I was like, what am I supposed to do with the mailbox? Because it just kind of looked a little bit awkward. And then I ended up just putting these like tropical plants, and then I think I added in like some aloe vera in between them as well. But I do really hope that you guys have been enjoying all of the builds that I have been posting, including this one. Like I said, I will make sure to post this over in the gallery. Just make sure that you do have your move objects enabled before you actually place this. Make sure to give today's video a very big thumbs up, and hopefully I'm gonna see you all next time. Bye guys!